you can begin to settle in and let yourself notice now the comfort in your body as you begin to listen to the gentle flow of my words. Maybe you're aware of the sounds around you, the subtle cues of everyday life, and you might begin to wonder just how easily your mind can start to wander. And maybe you're just curious if you can relax even more deeply than ever before. And you know you can, just by allowing your eyes to soften and close, or just drift, letting the tiny muscles around your eyes to just let go, as if you're sending a gentle signal to relax with each soft breath to every part of you, to right now go into a state of deeper relaxation. And you might begin to focus on your breathing. There's no need to change it, only noticing as it flows gently in and then gently out. Each breath is an invitation to quieten your thoughts. With each breath out, you can see it carrying away any tension, leaving behind only comfort. And as you find yourself drifting into this calm state, you can decide now, or perhaps a little later, just how deeply you'd like to go, knowing there's no right or wrong way to relax. There's just your own way. And perhaps with each word I say, you'll find yourself entering a comfortable state, a state that so many find so effortless. And you can just gently relax your eyelids even more. And as you do, imagine all the tension in your body simply melting away. And you can imagine that wonderful feeling of calm relaxation spreading through your face, your neck, your shoulders, and then down your entire body, softening and settling into a deeply comfortable state. It's so easy now, just listening, noticing, letting go. And as that pleasant heaviness grows, You can imagine a gentle wave of relaxation starting at the very top of your head, like warm sunlight or a gentle breeze, softly flowing down through your scalp. It flows down into your forehead, smoothing every line. A gentle liquid ease, moving slowly over your temples, washing around your ears, behind your neck, and then down over your shoulders. And you might notice how with every breath this wave deepens as that sensation rolls slowly down your arms, over your elbows, your forearms, into your hands and fingers. Any sense of strains simply melt away. And some people notice warmth. Others feel a weightlessness. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no need to try. You just notice whatever you notice. And as that comfortable feeling flows down through your chest, your back, your stomach, and your hips, it's almost as if all of you is wrapped snugly in your favorite blanket on a chilly evening, supported, safe, completely at ease. And just let your mind drift for a gentle moment to a peaceful space outdoors. Perhaps a gentle field or a forest clearing. The softest breeze is playing, and dappled sunlight shines through the leaves. You could imagine the rich scent of the earth, the sound of birds playing, the flicker of light and shadow. And with each detail, just let yourself sink deeper, as though the earth itself is holding you gently, grounding and supporting you exactly where you need to be. And if any thoughts drift in, that's perfectly fine. You just let them float away, like clouds across an endless blue sky, knowing that you can return to this comfortable state whenever you wish. And as you rest here in this deeply relaxed state, your mind is open and receptive. It's curious about your own patterns of thought. And you know, it's interesting how sometimes the mind and slip into old habits. Black or white, right or wrong, all or nothing thinking. Yet here and now, you can begin to notice how flexible and creative your thoughts truly are. And you may not have realized just how skilled your unconscious mind is at seeing shades of possibility. And I heard of a painter who only used black and white on her palette. She painted stark images, missing the gentle gradations that brought warmth and life. And then one day, someone placed a single drop of colour within her reach. The result was unexpected. Every painting began to shimmer with surprising richness, endless possibilities in every stroke. And I wonder if you might begin to discover an inner world of colour in your thinking, where extremes soften and new options unfold. And yes, there may be times when your mind offers you just two choices, yes or no, success or failure, as if the world must be this or that. And what would happen if you could explore the spaces in between? And you can just take a moment to consider your mind like a dimmer switch rather than a light switch that switches on and off. Notice how situations, emotions, decisions can move along that gentle spectrum. And you can invite your mind to find the middle ground, the unexpected possibilities, the creative compromises. And sometimes it's easier to see the world in shades of grey, put your own life in sharp lines of black and white. And as you drift, you might sense your imagination opening up, filling in the spaces, creating bridges between those opposites. And you can imagine your thoughts growing more curious, more compassionate, more patient with yourself, allowing progress instead of perfection, good enough instead of flawless, learning instead of failing. And you might notice as you move forwards that when your mind offers you all or nothing, you can pause and find another perspective. Almost like a gentle voice inside, wondering, what's another way to see this? And that inner voice can grow stronger, quieter, wiser, reminding you you're allowed to be unsure. You're allowed to change your mind, life is rarely black and white, and you're free to paint your own picture in any colours you choose. And as you hear these words, you allow yourself to recognize the many options available, seeing paths where before there were walls, noticing choices, seeing value in progress, kindness in flexibility, and freedom in letting go of rigid rules that never truly served you. And the more you encounter the old urge to think in absolutes, the more curious you become about what's possible in between. And each time it's easier, each time more natural. And even now your mind is making silent changes, subtle adjustments, so that your thinking becomes more open, balanced, and kind with every day. And as you imagine now a future you, someone who's become skilled at finding those possibilities, feeling lighter, confident and resilient. Not because everything is perfect, but because you now know how to adapt, how to grow, and how to accept all the colors of your unique experience. And now it's time to bring this session to an end. But before we do, take a moment to notice how relaxed you feel, how easy it is now to let your mind rest and to carry this peaceful flexibility forwards. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. With each number, you'll feel more alert, energy returning, awareness blooming, like a gentle sunlight breaking through the clouds. 1. You begin to notice your surroundings, feeling more aware of the room around you. 2. Your muscles start to awaken, a new sense of lightness and clarity returning. 3. Taking in a slow, deep breath, you can begin to move your hands, your feet, gently stretching if you wish. 4. Almost wide awake now, bringing with you all the calm, all the spacious awareness, all the creative ways of thinking you've discovered. And 5. Eyes open, fully alert, feeling refreshed, positive and clear, and ready to engage with your world in new, exciting ways. And as you return to your day, you'll discover that your mind begins naturally and without conscious effort to spot all those old, all-or-nothing thoughts as they arise. And each time you notice, it gets easier to pause and breathe and invite a gentler, more spacious perspective, opening your life to growth, creative choices, and, of course, self-kindness. Thank you for taking this time for yourself and allowing these ideas to settle and grow. Remember, every practice plants seeds for new ways of thinking and being, and with each session, your mind learns to embrace more possibilities and more compassion. And of course, until next time, goodbye and good mental health.